They're really cheap. They're like
Yes.
really, really cheap.
Yep. Like they're giving away the same prizes that they did in the 80s,
Yeah.
which, I think we know inflation. It's a little different.
Yeah,
Get out
exactly.
of the shot.
I'm going upstairs in a minute. I'm gonna need your help to mount this.
I'm on a podcast.
This is very. Tell her how professional this is.
This is unprofessional at its nth degree. I was actually thinking about buying a microphone the other day, by the way. I was in Best Buy the other day. I was like, I should get a real microphone as opposed to my cheeseball Mac one.
Is there any reason you have a bell attached to your cat?
I think it's so my wife is comforted to know that she's around and not doing something stupid.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Beyond that, I have no idea.
I feel like in the middle of the night that would be very aggravating.
We put on white noise, so it drowns her out.
Is that
and the
white noise?
She's a very mouthy cat, too.
Is the white noise because of the cat? Like, are you creating your own problems?
You want to really know what it's for? It's something you can relate to. It's for my CPAP machine. I can't stand the damn sound of it, so we throw on Alexa and put on some ocean sounds.
Mm-hmm.
We both like it.
So
I used to sleep to a fan, but we don't have room for a fan in our bedroom. So
gotcha. Yeah, no, apnea is fun. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's the best thing ever.
So Bride just got the implant.
Is that the one that it doesn't do anything in your brain, but is it something like
it's like in your neck area and it's supposed to like stimulate your neck muscles?
Stimulate, that's the word I was trying to pull. Yeah. And
he just got it, so he said no difference yet, but it's only been a week or two. So
well, I have severe, you don't, right?
I have central, which is that moment you fall asleep, it happens. Like once I fall asleep, I'm okay, but like I literally can't fall asleep without the machine. So
see, I have it after I fall asleep.
Right.
Well, during and after.
If we combine forces, we could be super apnea, man.
Yes. You just fly through the air and then collapse.
But like I literally
can't. Mask on.
I can't nap on the couch or anything. I need the machine.
So the villain would be our wives, and they would just take the mask off and be like, ha, 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 I'm getting inheritance. No, I don't know.
I don't think they realize how traumatic this
is. No, they do. She's more disturbed when I don't put it on. So
yeah, it's true.
Oh, like, get out of my shot.
I'm leaving.
Professional.
Yeah.
There's millions of particles in the air.
Like, 3 people are gonna see this.
Go get me something good. No, I want ice cream. The world needs to know. All right. Now you know she's around.
I don't know. Okay.
Cats are strange.
They are.
So anyway, I'm surprised your cat's not in the shot. Your cat's always like squirming around you.
Yeah, my cat's just chilling on the. Yeah, you could probably see all the way in the back, just sleeping back there.
Yep, that's what she was doing all day. Apparently, I wasn't here for that though.
So there was a California man who got into the Guinness World Book of Records. He went to Disneyland 2,995 days in a row. Does that sound like your own? No. Does that sound like your own personal hell?
So we were watching a show the other day, and someone was like, "I'm a Disney fan. That's what I want to do if I win this thing." And she looked like a Disney, like, God bless you if you love your Disney, but I hate Disney people. Mm-hmm. And the fact that you go to a park and you have to have a game plan on how to navigate that park,
mm-hmm.
and have to pre-plan more than my retirement, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you in your shitty little park. That's insane. Do we get to see a picture?
Of the guy?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And does he have a van with no windows?
For those of you who are wondering, we do the shows live on Twitch, which is Crumpled Bacon on Twitch, and the YouTube channel is now Brink of Sanity. I was able to change it. So, oddly enough, Brink of Sanity was taken on Twitch, so we're in a Twitter situation where I can't.
Who took it?
I don't know.
Your arch nemesis?
So there's the guy.
Oh, so the guy on the left?
Yeah.
No.
So, this guy's 50, and he's been going every single
50.
day.
That's pretty young. That's younger than I would have guessed.
Oh, really?
Yes, I would have thought it would have been an older person.
So his streak only ended because of COVID. So
did he get it from Pluto?
I mean, it's all right, but like, and it's Disneyland. It's not even Disney World.
It's the lame Disney.
Yeah,
it really is lamer, by the way. That is a true statement. 2,995. Is he all ticked off that his streak ended?
He didn't say he was, but you know he is.
So is this like LeBron James just past Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Is it close, or is he like blown the record out of the water? Do we know this? Is there someone sneaking up on him?
I don't think there's anybody that crazy that would go for 12 straight years.
Where's the I'm not trying to be a cheap bastard. It's expensive to get, unless he has I guess you get a season pass, but still.
He must have had a very lucrative career because he's been going since he was 40. Like, that's a couple $100 a day.
You don't get bored? Right? Like, here I am again. Here's Space Mountain.
They don't even have Space Mountain. It's Disneyland.
Oh, they don't have one out there?
I don't know.
Splash. Yeah. Lame. Just bad.
Yeah, that's...
Why?
I don't know. Some of these Guinness records, it's like, I don't want those.
No. I should read the latest because they do have some weird shit in there.
They do.
That could be a whole episode, unless you've done one already.
No, we haven't actually.
Like it'd be like the dumbest records ever.
Let's do a top 5 worst Guinness records one day.
It had now when you say top 5 worst, like, does it have to be like cheesy, or
I would say like the
pointless, or is it have to, like, are there criteria to make it the 5 worst, or how are we going to say this? How do we get there?
I would say like the 5 you would least want to be known for.
Okay. Gotcha.
I mean, we could do like, different categories. We could have like the worst ones to actually like have to go through.
Like torture.
Yeah, we could do like a Guinness World Book of Records, like Olympics, and have different categories.
Is there a website? There must be a website.
Yeah. Guinness has a website. They list all their. The thing is, there's like hundreds of thousands of records at this point. So like,
I want to know how do they monetize themselves, because people don't buy books anymore, really.
Yeah, I got one as a gift maybe 10 or 12
I guess
years
it's a
ago.
good coffee table gift type thing. I could see that. But I feel like back in the day, there used to be a show about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to say there was a game show in a brief history in the early 80s. Like, it was a big deal.
I think in the 90s, there was a show where you try and break the record on the show.
Right, like you would be, yes, I do remember that. Like where you were right up against the record and they would show it. Whether
like, I can break the record for
most push-ups or
breaking boards with my head, or dumb shit like that.
Yeah, or taking slaps to the face.
Yeah, there was one of like smashing eggs with your hand. Like, there's so many like dumb ones.
Like, I think there's good ones though. There's like some impressive ones, but yeah. So is it Gene Simmons with the most, or is it Wilt Chamberlain who has the most? Who has that record? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think it's Wilt.
It's gotta be Wilt, right?
Yeah.
How did he count? Like, did he have a book? Like, he said these numbers. He's dead now, but
you would have. I mean, with numbers that. I mean, Wilt said he slept with like 10,000 women. You'd need a ledger to keep track of that.
Like, was it like this? Is he just doing tally sheets?
Like, his like entire like house is covered in them.
And does the same woman twice count, or is it was different women, right?
Yeah, he said different women.
God bless him.
Yeah, it's good stamina. I mean, he did average 48.5 minutes per game for a season, so he's got good stamina.
Well, he scored 100 points in a game, so he knows how to score. So yes, I think a bad Guinness Book of World Records thing would be an entertaining, fun episode to do, and just to shit on people.
So Andrew likes the topic idea.
All right. Done.
Patrick writes top 3 liquids and top 3 foods.
Liquids? Like, can I say mercury? Like, what do we mean liquid? Like drinks?
I'm going to go with beverages you can ingest.
Okay. Alcohol included?
Yes.
Well, I know you've got me. I think the favorite alcoholic beverage, and I still have not had it much since that Happy Water stuff is so good, or whatever you.
The soju, yeah, isn't that great?
Oh my god, that's got to be up there, right?
Yeah, that stuff is really good. Did I give you the flavored one or just the regular one?
Regular.
Okay.
You were drinking a different flavor, I think, the last time I was on one of these.
Yeah, there's so many flavors. Andrew said
root beer float. Root beer float. Can we count a root beer float?
It's like half solid, half liquid.
Okay.
I don't know. Andrew said chocolate milk is his number 1.
All right, I think that's up. That's got to be, or hot chocolate. Which is better, chocolate milk or hot chocolate?
I think chocolate milk.
Okay, I'll give you chocolate milk.
But
vanilla milk, very underrated, by the way.
Yeah, since I became at my 30th birthday present to myself was to become lactose intolerant, so I haven't had chocolate milk in a while.
Great.
Yeah.
I've been lactose intolerant, I think, since 8. So that goes back to something from our childhood where I got grossed out by milk. Can you guess why? This is so inside baseball, though. What in our town would have made me grossed out by the thought of drinking milk?
In our town,
Yeah.
the milk store.
It smelled like rotten milk, and
Yes.
my parents would take me in there all the time. I was like, I'm not drinking fucking milk. It's gross.
Yeah,
It smelled like milk ass.
did have a really strong like sour milk smell. Yeah, I always knew it had a
Ruined it
smell.
for
I
me.
never thought what the smell was. Yeah, you're right.
Ruined it for me. But there you go. So, how about Shirley? So I have to say it just because if anyone that knows me, Shirley Temple. It's one of my favorite beverage. I little grenadine and ginger ale or Sprite. What about you?
Well, definitely rum.
What kind?
If I had to be specific, I would say
Spiced?
Yeah, Captain Morgan Private Stock.
Okay.
I do before when I was drinking caffeine, Diet Dr. Pepper was like almost all I drank.
Diet vanilla Dr. Pepper or cherry Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, all that came out after I stopped drinking caffeine.
Oh, so good.
There was an orange Dr. Pepper.
Why'd you stop with the caffeine? Palpitations, jitters?
Yeah. My anxiety got so bad, like one drop of caffeine would like. I forgot last month, and I got
you slipped yourself a Mickey.
Yeah, I ordered I got a like a diet peach Snapple, forgetting that there's caffeine in tea, and I was like all jittery halfway through the day. I'm like, what the fuck?
You were like the people who have COVID.
Yeah. Those
the vaccine.
Those fake COVID videos. I started making fake videos under it and replying to them with it.
I saw the one that was very good.
Andrew said his wife bought gingerbread Captain Morgan once. Not the greatest. I got the gingerbread Captain Morgan. It's not very good. It's better than the apple one, but both of them are pretty bad. The cherry vanilla and the orange vanilla are both really good. Captain Morgan's.
How about Fireball? I love my Fireball was my drink of choice at the beginning of the pandemic. I would spike my coffee in the morning with it. That's a very good beverage. Orange creamsicle vodka. Pinnacle made a good one. If you're into those kind of lame ass vodkas.
I'm gonna be really lame and say I really like ice cold water. I do.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a little boring.
It's a little boring.
All right, what was the other one? 3 favorite what? We named more than 3.
Yeah.
Do we have to pare it down, or is that not a rule? I don't know.
I got the gist of it. Foods. Top 3 foods.
If I go with ethnicity, I'll go Chinese. It's my favorite, but no, it's got to be something specific, I imagine.
Yeah, I would say specific. So,
Okay, you go first.
Okay, I'm gonna say one burrito.
Okay, just burrito. Like, what does it have to have in it though to really make you like?
All right,
Does it
I'd
have to be
say
like
like
steak or like
top
beef?
tier
Or...
burrito would be chorizo with black beans, rice, and cheese.
Okay, I will say a flat iron steak, medium rare.
Okay.
That is my go-to food.
I haven't eaten steak in so long.
Not a fan?
When I was growing up, my mom was really
we've talked about
this.
just
Just paranoid about food poisoning and dried out every steak. So I had
oh
dried chewy steak for
our
like,
parents' generation mutilated food
yeah,
and didn't flavor it.
yeah,
So double whammy.
yeah.
I grew up putting ketchup on my steak.
I had to put something on it. It was like,
Well, yeah, because it was inedible.
yeah, I would chew it for like 5 minutes and I would either like spit it out or just like it was terrible.
All right.
Anyway,
What about two?
two. I'm gonna go with
I have one.
eggplant parmesan over spaghetti.
Chilito.
Chilito. They brought it back finally.
I have not seen it.
No,
Have you had it since?
I have not.
I go there.
Maybe it's only certain locations.
Oh, they need to bring that up. I would eat that almost every day.
For those of you who don't know, that was
allowed
a chili cheese burrito in the 90s. It was a favorite of almost everybody's, but it was the chili was that was the only thing the chili was used for. So they thought it wasn't financially
cost
effective to have that just for one item.
My favorite Taco Bell item ever.
That
and the Mexi Melt.
They should have done chili nachos.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. See, there you go.
You know what is pretty close is the Hormel chili. It's pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever had it, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
All right.
Third one is a Thai dish. It's called Pad Ki Mao. It's drunken noodles, and it's those flat, thin noodles, and it's got like meat and peppers and a bunch of stuff mixed in. It's spicy. It's good.
Slab bacon for me. Thick cut bacon, like a Peter Luger style. There's other places that do it better. They're known for it. Can't go wrong there. So good. Maureen's Kitchen, actually, out here on the island, does a good one for breakfast.
Okay. Cool.
So there you go. Top 3 foods.
There you go. Did we miss any? Is there any favorites you have that you didn't?
Like other favorites?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm sure there are. I mean, anything that's steak, pork, anything from an animal, almost.
So those are all the things I like got traumatized from and don't eat. I'll eat like ground beef and ground pork, but I won't eat like big chunks of it. I'm just like traumatized.
You won't have a ham or a turkey or for Thanksgiving, or would you do that?
I have like the tiniest pieces just to have some.
Just to say I participated.
Although I will say for Thanksgiving this year, I had the Popeyes turkey, and it was like the most.
I did not know they made this.
They just started like 2 years ago, and
Is
it was
fried?
No, it's just a turkey, but it was like the most tender, juicy turkey I've ever had in my life.
I have to try this.
It was
I'm not a big turkey guy, but when in Rome, we must try.
Yeah, it was absolutely.
Was it spicy?
Delicious. No, it just. I don't know. It was the best tasting turkey I've had.
Wow.
Ever. So
interesting.
You have to reserve it like a week or two out.
Oh, because they have to order it and whatever.
Yeah, they make a certain amount. They make it to order. So
you ever have turducken? That's delicious if it's done right.
I had it once at your place, and it was delicious.
Oh, I forgot you were over that year. The year I got it, I got like a big monster thing of it.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. Would it have like stuffing in between the layers?
Yeah, so good. I gotta do that again. Although it's probably like $1,000 now.
Yeah, it's true.
It's ridiculous now. I just ordered Chinese food for the 4 of us at this place by us. $86.
Chinese used to
It's
be like,
shitty Chinese
yeah,
food. I like Chinese food, but this is not even like. There's levels, right? There's like dirty Chinese food restaurant.
the one where
That's what this place is.
the pictures on the wall are all faded. They've been around
Yes,
for like 40
yes.
years.
The letters are yellow, red, and green, and have no. It's like, oh, I need an R. I got a yellow one. I'll put one here.
Yeah.
It's this. Yeah, it's like cobbled together, and the walls are yellow because they're all like greasy and haven't been washed since they opened.
Yeah, everything's dirty.
But the egg rolls are always better at those places. But anyway, nonetheless, $86 for that. I went to this. We had sushi the next night.
Mm-hmm.
Same price.
Yeah, you just can't. You can't get.
I'd take sushi over that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's this gouging all over. Wah, wah, wah. But it's true.
It is true. I don't know how this is going to be sustainable, but.
Did you see Biden tweeted the other day he wants to eliminate the resort fee at hotels? Like, I don't know if you've been seeing this, but like a regular hotel will charge you a resort fee when you're there. You don't know you're gonna. It's like Ticketmaster back in the day. Like, oh, these tickets are $10. Oh wait, no, they're $1,000 because of all the fees.
So what? They'll
hotels
say
are
it's
starting to do
$100 a
that now.
night, but then they charge a fee on top of it, and the fee
Yep.
is just like, hey, we're a hotel.
Yep. And they call it a resort fee. And he even said, and I'm not a shill for him or not. I hate them all, but I find it interesting. And like he can't make that policy. He's just pandering. But that's what he wants to go after. And I kind of respect it. I was at a hotel recently, and they're like, "Oh yeah, there's a $20 resort fee." I'm like, "For what? You're not a resort."
That's
Or a hotel.
Everyone's doing that shit. I ordered. I almost never
Convenience
order delivery anymore, and I ordered it, and there was like a delivery fee, a service fee, and then they wanted
Convenience
a tip.
fee.
Yeah, it was like it added like I don't know 35% to whatever I ordered. It was ridiculous.
It blows it out of the water. Well, now everyone's nailing you with the credit card fees that they have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Except the big places, but like mom and pops, they're putting 4% right on top of everything.
Yeah,
they're passing it right on to you because that's what they're paying. So,
well, they were paying it for the last 50 years. I don't see why I got to pay it now.
Because we can't strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
You know what though? The strong will survive, and the sucky ones will die. That's what's gonna happen.
You talking about people or the businesses?
I hope both. But it's usually the businesses before people.
Yeah.
Well, let's go for people. Let's try and knock some of those guys off too.
The company I used to work for at my last job just laid off another round of people after making another couple $1 billion.
So what was the rationale if they're making money hand over fist?
They literally told them that it wasn't cost effective to keep them employed when they could hire people in Costa Rica for a fraction of the price. They literally told them that. So they're basically like, we're going to lay you off and hire somebody in Costa Rica.
It's a nice. I'm sure they can go to sleep at night saying that.
Because they can in their beds of money, because they literally made billions of dollars, and everybody at top is just getting richer and richer. But I think they're like mad with greed now because they're just laying everybody off and making even more money and just outsourcing more. Yeah, well, I left because they laid me off, but
well, yeah, you would have left anyway. You weren't thrilled there.
Oh, I was, I was applying and interviewing like crazy. I wanted to quit. I had so many plans to quit. I wanted to quit like 5 times because I had so many.
Did you want to do the half-baked quit?
I wanted to do that. I wanted to. What I decided on, what I was going to do, is wait for them to ask me to do something so innocuous, like, can you pass me that piece of paper? I'd be like, I can't take it anymore. I quit. And I just throw a fit and leave. That's what I wanted to do.
You would have had to film it, though.
Yeah.
That would have
told my.
You could have made money on that.
I know.
That could have been like, guy goes crazy over handing a stapler to next door neighbor.
Exactly. So that was my plan, but I never got to do it.
I have to say, there was one time and I was talking about this today, my favorite moment, it wasn't quitting, it was jury duty and getting out of it. Telling a lawyer that he was a complete scumbag and not caring, and calling him Celino and Barnes was the best thing ever because I wanted to get out of jury. I don't know what your thoughts on jury duty are, but I hate it. I only think it should be reserved for people who want to do it, the unemployed and the retired.
I only got they only got me to jury duty once, and it was during my last job, and I hated my last job so much. I wanted jury duty so bad. I was like, I want a murder case.
Right.
I want this to go on for
but you
3
wanted
months.
it. But you wanted it. That's okay.
And I think they sensed that, and I didn't get it.
They don't want. Yeah, they don't want people over here, and they don't want people over here. They don't want the people that want it bad.
Yeah.
And they don't want the people that are going to be complete dicks about it. And I was in such a dark place. Like I was going like when I buy not that I buy cars a lot, but when I go to the car dealer, I get in a dick. I'm like, I'm never going to see this fucking asshole again. He's not my friend. He's not out to help me. He's out to steal money from me.
Right.
So I go in there in a dark place and I'm just an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the jury thing, I'm like, if they even remotely put me into this room, and they were going after an old lady too, whether she was guilty or innocent. I was like, so you're going after an old lady? What kind of fucking guy are you? And so they stop. The 2 lawyers come out of the room. They come back in. They're like, sir, you've been dismissed. I was like, thank you. Then I went to Bruce Chris for a celebratory lunch.
There you go.
Oh, it felt good though, man, to tell a lawyer that he was a fucking shyster. It's great.
Yeah, after I turned 18, I was going to school in Boston, but I would always go home to Long Island for the summer. So anytime I got a jury duty summons, I just said I lived in whatever state I
Right, you can just move around.
Yeah. So they didn't catch me until I was like 35 or something.
Yeah. I just that happened a couple years ago. And then my wife just got the pre-notification. You know, you get the pre-notification, like the survey.
They're like, we're gonna get you.
So she came home, like, I have a present for you. She's like, what? And she's like, motherfucker. I'm like, not me this time. Your problem. And she's gotten out of it because the last time she was called, she was pregnant.
Okay.
About to pop.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a good excuse, I guess.
I mean, I think if you get out of it, like, by the time they get around to you again, it's like years later.
Yeah. Well, unless if you're really unlucky.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that's the case, you should start playing the lotto or something. But yeah. So there's people that want to do it. Like, you want to do it because you want to get out of work. I have heard that one. But there's people that actually want to do it because they're interested. And I'm like, don't you have a hobby? Like, don't you have something else you can do? Like, oh, give me the jury duty. I want it bad.
I mean, I don't like being in the office. I wouldn't mind doing it. I'd be like, can we do it Monday through Thursday? I don't mind my remote Fridays.
The problem with my job, the work would just pile up and I'd have to do it anyway and catch up off hours.
Yeah.
So there's no value in it for me.
Yeah.
And plus, I find it utterly boring. Like, no cell phone. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
You're just sitting there. You gotta listen. No. I saw 12 Angry Men. I've seen enough.
You get that one dick. I don't know if he's guilty, but I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Say no.
Like, all of us agree. I don't know. There's some reasonable doubt there.
Let's talk about that for another 8 hours.
Yeah, because I don't want to go home to my wife. Yeah, that's what it is.
Sir, not all of us hate our families.
No. Did anyone else come up with topics for today? I know you polled the audience. There's nothing out there.
No, there's nothing out there.
Nothing.
Let me check emails again. I don't think we got any emails. The emails have been a little dry lately. thebrinkofsanity@gmail.com. We did not get an email. I saw an article about a woman who bought an iPhone in 2007 and just never opened it. And
that's got to be worth a lot of money.
$63,000. So what's weirder, buying a phone and just not opening it for 16 years, or paying $63,000 for an obsolete phone?
I will say the first one, because that $63,000 phone is going to appreciate as time goes along if you don't open it. That's like collecting a baseball card. And you could say collecting baseball cards is weird too. Why did you buy the phone in the first place? Unless if you thought you were collecting a collector's item.
It's possible. I just think it was weird. Like, all right, you have a iPhone in a box. Like, are you gonna put it on your shelf and people are gonna be like, cool? Like, I don't know. I don't understand
I
it.
don't think it's a conversation piece. It's I was just listening to another show today, and they were talking about something like 2007 doesn't seem that long ago, but it's what 16 years ago. But that's not even a generation. It's a lot of money for something that's only 16 years old.
Like if you went over to my house and I'm like, check this out. It's an iPhone.
I'd be like,
it's an iPhone
it's a
in a
fucking
box.
iPhone.
It's in a box though.
Did you call it Dick?
It's got a plastic wrap on it still. That plastic wrap.
You didn't shrink wrap that yourself?
No, that plastic wrap cost me an extra $60,000.
Oh, that? Was it made of gold? I don't look. It's what someone's stupidly willing to pay for it. 63,000. You should have played Prices Right with me. I wouldn't even come close.
If you opened it and used it, it would take about 15 minutes to load ESPN because the phone's so obsolete.
And you get about 1,000 viruses on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's too old to install any of the updates, so it's
the original iPhone. So how much is an original iPad mint in box going for? Is that the next one?
Probably. I don't know. I don't understand people anymore.
Who has $63,000 to drop on a phone
that you're not going to use? He's not going to use it either.
No, it's a brick. It's literally a brick. It's a weapon.
I don't understand this whole collector's thing. I really don't.
I collected baseball cards back in the day, but I was actually interested in the cards. Like I would look at the back of it and read the facts and look at the stats, but I saved them.
Yeah, back as a kid,
thinking that they would be worth something.
I sold them all about 5-6 years ago, and I thought I was going to retire on them. They're worth nothing.
You made pennies on the dollar, right?
Yeah. I have 2 sets left that I'm going to sell like probably in the next month or 2, and that's it. They're all gone.
Just to declutter.
Yeah, because they're not. I'm going to get maybe like $100-$150 for like 1,000 cards. It's like
it's becoming big again, though.
It is, but
and I know Mark sometimes goes into this NFT thing. You got me on the NFT thing. I don't get it. I don't think it's as hot as it was, but
I listened to a podcast and he referred to collecting baseball cards as you're just collecting pictures of men, and I can't stop thinking about it like that now.
Oh, I mean, you do you, but
I mean, that's kind of what it is.
That's kind of what it is. Well, I mean, not for nothing. I mean, I had right up here pictures of men.
Yeah.
I mean, and another one over here. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I guess we aspire to be these folks, but no, honestly, I like the baseball cards. That's what got me into sports and all that stuff. But then once we found out that like our parents' cards could have been worth something, and their parents threw it in the garbage, and we're like, oh my god, no. But then the market was ruined because everyone did it.
Yeah.
So we were the suckers.
Yep, I'm purging my comics too.
I can't imagine how much money I wasted as a poor. I was not rich on baseball cards and football cards and just cards in general.
Yeah,
I probably spent thousands.
Yeah, trading cards and comic books is like I spent all my money as a kid on those 2 things.
Yeah, look, I enjoyed them, but like that money could have been put towards
Nintendo games.
Well, that's a whole other thing. Now, like I don't know if we've talked about this, but you can emulate these things, right? You get a whole fully loaded play. We've talked about the fully loaded PlayStations and stuff like that.
I might have one of those.
Yeah, maybe. But if 13-year-old you knew about what you know now, your mind would be blown.
Yeah.
Like I had getting a game for Christmas was like, oh my god, big deal. Like now my kids can play any Wii game they want right now on their Wii.
Yeah, I would get like 2 to 3 a year games.
If you were lucky.
Yeah. One for birthday, 1 maybe 2 for Christmas.
I remember when I worked at Wendy's for the 3 months I did. When I got my first paycheck, I went to buy a Genesis game, and my mind was blown. Mm-hmm. Like now, it's like, it's just different now. I don't know. Now, did you get the 5?
Yeah.
Do you like it? Because there's not a lot of games, right?
Yeah. I mean, I like it, but it's not like there's not a ton. Right now, it's still that phase where everything's coming out for the PS4 and 5 simultaneously.
Yeah. Well, it seems like that's been a long overlap though.
Because of the shortage, they like extended the period that they usually overlap it for.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now is 5 backwards compatible or no?
Yes.
Like, so you can play 4 and 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you play 3?
Some games. Anything that worked for the 4 works for the 5.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
They were hyping this Harry Potter game the other day on TV.
Yeah, my friend's playing it. He says it's good.
I'm not into the Harry Potter thing, but it looked good.
When I was in elementary school, there was this Korean kid, and he said he had this like, he's like, I got 101.
I know you're talking.
100 games in one Nintendo cartridge, and I thought he was lying because he always lied. He was like,
He's a pathological liar.
Yeah, he's like, in Korea we have Ninja Turtles 4, and you're only up to Ninja Turtles 2, and he would always like make up some ridiculous sequel. We have Contra 5, and so then he told me he had 101 Nintendo game, and I was like, yeah, bullshit. And he came over and he had one. It was literally 100 games in one cartridge. It had like pages.
Speaking of, I think we're talking about the person that owned the Chinese restaurant, right?
No, his name was Inwan.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
John.
someone else.
You thought I was talking about John, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Another one that lied a lot.
No, John actually was the only person I ever
met.
Yeah,
the Neo Geo.
Yeah, I was going to say the Neo Geo, which was like, what, $1,000, and every game was like $400 or something.
Yes. It was insane.
Yeah. Yeah, he had like a room full of that. I only went over his place once, and it was like a game museum. He had like every game and every system.
It's probably like what my man cave looks like now, but it's all old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Kathy's like, oh, why are you collecting this? So our mutual friend, you talked to him, but Brian, he just gave me his NES, his SNES, and his PS3. He's like, I'm getting rid of it.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, okay. We restored the NES. We opened it up and bought a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
Works like a charm. So my son's crazy. He loves retro stuff.
Yeah, I like the retro games. It's just I saw how much the games were going for on eBay, and I sold them all. I figure I'll get one of those all-in-one consoles at some point.
How did you do? Did you make out pretty good?
Yeah, I was getting like $20 a pop, and I had like
that's crazy
30, 40 games. Like,
I remember there was a time they were down to like a penny.
I had the Tengen version of Tetris, which
was the original, right?
Was the original
non-licensed,
and Nintendo banned it when they wanted to make their own Tetris. So like,
yeah,
I think I got like $85 for it.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, there were a couple games like that. RBI Baseball had that, where they had 2 versions.
Mm-hmm.
Tecmo Bowl had a bunch of. I was reading about this the other day. It's amazing, like what you could read about now and what we didn't know then. $80 for a piece of plastic.
I mean,
you could play for free if you wanted to somewhere else.
Kids don't know how lucky they are. I mean,
on demand, DVR.
Not only that, just video games in general. Like you got stuck. Like, I guess I'll never beat that game.
Save state.
Yeah,
Save state is a huge rewind.
Google.
Oh, Dad, I beat Google, right? All the playthroughs. Dad, I beat Mario Brothers, but I rewound 50 times. Well, that doesn't count.
Yeah. Try beating it like a man.
or a woman. So, yeah, kids these days, and they rock and roll. No, actually, they don't have rock and roll anymore either.
Anthony said the most he ever paid for a game was $300. What game was that, Anthony?
What game?
That's a lot.
Was it Earthbound? I know that goes for a lot of money. $300? How many quarters is that?
Had to have been
1,200 quarters.
Knowing Anthony and what he posts on Twitter, I'm going to say it was some rare version of Metal Gear Solid, probably from like Japan, unopened. Metal Gear Solid 3. I got
Ah!
I know our listeners.
Wow, $300 for a game. Couldn't do it. I think the most I probably paid was $60. Which,
yeah. Now they're slowly jacking the games up to 70.
Are they really 70 now?
Some of them.
Just wait a year or two. Like the one thing with the sports games, I realized like I don't need the latest version. Like if you're buying those, like,
yeah.
They're not that much different from year to year anymore.
Well, even if
They
you want
don't
the current
improve.
year, you just wait till halfway through the season, and it's down to like $20.
Yeah, but the way they monetize it is all that crap inside of it, right? Like you
Yeah.
gotta buy this and you gotta buy
Oh yeah, they
that.
transaction you to death. Anthony said he also, Andrew said he also paid $300 for Gran Turismo 5 Collector's Edition. Had a whole bunch of extra stuff. So you probably got like posters and a little
Oh, like swag.
figurine, and yeah. I mean, that's different. It's like a box set.
That's like when I bought the Superman Death issue. You
Mm-hmm.
got
In the
like
black bag.
in the black and red and white bag. Yeah.
I just sold all those on eBay.
How many did you have?
I think 5 because I was like, oh, I'm gonna retire on this, and I sold them for like $20 each.
It's probably what it cost you to buy them.
Yeah. I had the white bag for when he came back to life, and those were going for like $10. It's like, God damn.
I remember exactly where I bought that too, and I was like so excited that I even got a copy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Such a big deal.
I went and I bought like all of them, and like I got nothing.
Bad. When are we gonna hit on one?
I know.
Not one. Maybe. Although there's probably something in my attic right now that is worth a lot of money, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
I've been making bank on my old Star Wars toys and GI Joe toys.
Oh, who made the Star Wars toys? What company did that?
Kenner.
Oh, was it Kenner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are. You know where you need to go? I haven't told you this, or maybe I have. It's in all weird places, but Rochester, New York. It's called the Strong Museum of Play.
Mm-hmm.
They have a whole thing on video games from the start to the end. It's like a museum, and you can play. Star Wars. They have the original Star Wars toys in box on display. Like it's really cool. It's like right up our alley. It's like all the stuff we played with when we were kids, and it's like they tell you it's like a museum, but it's really cool.
That's cool. Where's that?
Why you'd be in Rochester, I don't know, but
Rochester.
yeah, we did a whole upstate New York trip, and now they're gonna do a game show exhibit too, which will be cool. But it's a really cool little place.
In Queens, they had the Museum of Moving Image, and
I've been wanting to go there. I don't know why I haven't gone yet.
It's awesome. They have a bunch of interactive things you can do. Like they had like a bunch of cutouts, and you can make your own like Monty Python cartoon.
Oh, that's cool.
They have like a clip, a movie clip, and you could add sound effects or voiceovers to it.
Oh wow!
I went.
Where's that, Astoria?
Yeah. I went twice. Once when they had the video game exhibit, and they had old arcade games and stuff like that, and then once when they had a Jim Henson exhibit.
Oh, that's cool. By the way, there's a commercial with the Count in it now. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Maybe it's me. I have a tough time watching Muppets now. The voices are so far off from the originals.
Mm-hmm.
It irks me.
Yeah. I don't know why they couldn't get somebody who just did the voice similar.
Like, there's people who could do imitations.
Yeah.
Right?
There's people on YouTube. Hire them.
They have an Asian guy doing Steve Perry. We can't figure this out.
Right, exactly. They've had like 4 Steve Perry since Steve Perry.
Well, they had Steve O'Jerry, Steve Perry, Asian Steve Perry.
Yeah,
I know.
Journey's had like 4 straight singers that they sound exactly the same. We can't get a Fozzie.
We can't get a Kermit that sounds like Kermit.
Yeah, it's gross.
Like Big Bird sounds like he has a cold. Not that I'm watching Sesame Street, but I'm saying like these guys show up on commercials.
Yeah, it's weird.
The only one that sounds the same because it's the same guy is Miss Piggy / Bert.
Yeah, it's Frank Oz. He's still
Frank Oz. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like 90, so we're gonna need to start.
And he's also like pulling it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Is he even doing Yoda anymore?
I think he said like that last movie was his last one.
Okay.
But I mean, we're probably done with Yoda anyway, right?
I don't know. Did they kill him? I don't know.
I mean, they didn't kill him, but like I feel like we've explored that timeline enough.
I guess you'd know better than me. I'm honestly not into that stuff, but
Andrew wants us.
But can't they flash back and flash forward? And
well, I mean, they did the Obi-Wan show and the Mandalorian and Boba Fett, and it's all around that same time.
I mean, anything that'll make them money.
Yeah.
How much? I mean, man, like so you had the first 3 movies, and George Lucas was doing okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
And American Graffiti and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, right around when we were in college, they came out with the other 3, which sucked.
Yep.
And that's when I wasn't even into the first 3. I'm not a sci-fi guy, but
I was like obsessed with the first 3.
And I'm the odd one. No doubt. I was not the normal one. But then like now there's like a show a week on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah,
Disney Plus.
They're all good too.
And they're well done. But man, he fell into shit, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Do you think he knew what like the world was going to become?
He was just he turned into a sellout. You know, he that's what ruined the first movie. He wanted to sell toys, so he thought Jar Jar would connect with the kids, and he made it all. The 30-minute pod racing scene for no reason was to sell a video game on the pod racers. I even read Return of the Jedi in the original. It was originally supposed to be a whole planet of Wookiees, which would have been awesome, but he thought the little Ewoks would sell more, so he changed it.
That's why he had the Ewok cartoon too, right, or something like that. Didn't he have an Ewok cartoon or an Ewok show?
There was a cartoon. There was 2 spin-off movies.
Yeah,
one of them
was the
good.
Ewok movie. Yeah.
One of the Ewok movies is good. One of them is a complete train wreck.
Yeah, he totally sold out. But look, what's crazy to me is that he did American Graffiti, right? Like the guy who's really only known for Star Wars and I guess Indiana Jones too. He had a big say in those movies, but that was his first big one. And that gave you Happy Days of all things.
Andrew wants us to do our best Kermit impressions.
Oh God, really? You want me to get my Lego Kermit? Where is it? Howdy ho, Kermity Frog.
Hey ho. I've never even tried a Kermit impression before.
I just did it. I don't think I'm any worse than the guy doing it now.
The guy doing it now sounds nothing like Kermit.
I thought it was me.
No.
Like honestly. It's awful. The only Muppet that sounds the same these days, besides Elmo, but I fuck Elmo. And Elmo's, I think, a different guy because the first guy like got in some trouble.
I hate Elmo.
I like the world before Elmo.
Yeah. Because
most people younger than us don't understand it.
Well, first of all, Elmo took all the screen time away from Telly, who was one of the best.
And Grover.
Yeah. Telly was just this anxiety-ridden, neurotic mess of a puppet who had like mental problems, and he was hilarious and like
totally disappeared.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since Elmo came out.
Nope. Fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Bastard. And his parents are like, "Hello there, looky here." Forget it. I have kids, so I had to sit through it. But
did your kid go through an Elmo phase?
They went through a Sesame Street phase.
Okay. No, because I know there was like all those Elmo spin-offs and like...
No, you know what? No, they didn't hate him. They didn't. They just like they like Grover because they like the monster at the end of the book, which is still a good book.
Yeah. Yep.
And the sequel too.
I didn't know there was a sequel.
Yeah, but and they love Cookie Monster because I like Cookie Monster.
Yeah, Cookie Monster's awesome. Although
Oscar's the best.
I read for a year he was saying like a cookie is a sometimes food or some shit like that.
He became like a healthy eater for like a year.
Yeah, it was like
they canceled Cookie Monster before canceling. It was like
broccoli. It's like that's stupid.
Not for nothing. The dude has never eaten a cookie. They always end up on the floor anyway.
That was the funniest thing, watching cookies explode in his face. That was the whole fun of it. I never ran to like the pantry and ate a box of cookies after watching it.
It wasn't like some subliminal message. Ooh, let me go get some Oreos. Hold on a second.
Yeah, no, it was just funny. It made a big mess and it was hilarious.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't like, maybe I was a dick because of Oscar, but I don't care. He's still one of the best.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny the same guy played the meanest guy and then the nicest guy on the show. I thought that was interesting.
Oscar was
Big Bird.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So the guy in Big Bird was this tall guy.
Yeah.
He did that's a documentary you should see, actually. It's very good. It's about his life. The guy who did Oscar and Big Bird. But yeah, it was the same guy. He died, I want to say fairly recently, but he retired at that soon before that.
I got to rewatch Follow That Bird.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
That was a good movie.
I have to rewatch the Muppet movie. I have not seen that in a long time.
Yeah.
I saw Muppets Take Manhattan 1,000 times because that came out like...
I didn't know about the original Muppet movie till I got to college. It's just like if your parents didn't get it
pretty
for
much
you,
the same for me.
you just didn't know about it. And so I had Muppet Caper and Muppet Take Manhattan, and I got to college, and I'm like, there's a Muppet movie I haven't seen before, and like
A Muppet Christmas ain't bad either.
Muppet Family Christmas is where it's at. That's
You ever play the Muppet game on PS2? That is a fun game.
no, I don't.
It's
think I have.
like Mario Party,
Oh, okay.
and it's like a lot of skill games. The best part of that game, believe it or not, is the bear. I forgot the bear's name.
Fozzie?
Not Fozzie. No,
Bobo.
the big yes.
Oh, that was from like Muppets Tonight,
Yeah, and
which is
Pepe.
nowhere, by the way.
You can stream that?
Nope.
Disney doesn't even carry it?
No, they don't even have some of the Muppet movies. They don't have Muppets Take Manhattan.
They own it. Why wouldn't they show it?
They're missing like half the Muppet stuff.
Well, did you hear HBO Max took a lot of Looney Tunes down?
Oh, because they're like inappropriate or whatever.
Nope. That's just what they're doing. All these streamers now are like taking things away at times. So there's people out there that are like investing in hard drives because they want to get get it while it's out there. I don't know. Maybe it's to make room. I don't know if there's like a capacity that these places have, or they just don't want to.
I do, and that's
big of a
bullshit
library.
that Disney's been doing since the beginning of time, and just like withholding
limited
stuff
release?
so they could re-release it.
Yeah, like every 7 years. Where I used to work, right? It'd be a big deal. Oh, it's Beauty and the Beast year. It's coming back out on re-release.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd have the back to the beginning of this podcast. You'd have the guy who goes to Disneyland for 2,995 straight days. Ooh, I want 10 copies of my Beauty and the Beast.
I watch it so much I wear it out.
Oh, I love the scene with the hidden penis in the background. Christ. Anyway.
Did they edit all those out? Every Disney movie had like a hidden dick in the early ones.
They should still have. They should do it on purpose now. It should be like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, like a Where's Waldo type of thing.
Exactly.
It's
no different than watching the old Muppet Show, right? Like, those jokes weren't for kids.
Yeah.
They were for the adults.
The best was the Little Mermaid one when they said they're getting married and the priest gets a huge boner. It's just one frame, but if you pause it just right, it's so funny.
So like, how miserable. Talk about being miserable at your job. Those animators must have been like, fucking motherfucking Disney.
Yeah, hand drawing every cell for like an hour and a half. That's Jesus.
Have you ever thought about like how the 60s and before cartoons were made, like before computers? How tedious must that have been?
Bill Plimpton is a one-man show, and he's been doing that for like decades now.
How do you have think about stop motion? That gives me anxiety. Like Gumby, and that was poorly done.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, how do you move it? Like, how do you have the patience? I have no patience for it.
No. Whatever I did would be like 30 seconds long.
I'd be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm good.
It was a 30-second movie. I quit.
I'd have to make how many 30-second movies to fill a whole day on the channel? I fell asleep. I was too tired to move that arm, and for the 8,000th time. No. Anyway.
All right. Well, I think we've exhausted all that. 30 seconds is probably 10 hours of work. Yeah, probably. Probably.
It has to be.
Yeah. How many frames per second?
With computers now, it's probably it's so simple probably now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they could pump out computer animation in I don't know, probably minutes now.
I don't know. I don't know how. Steamboat Willie.
Mm-hmm.
Steamboat Willie. Just think about that.
Yeah.
And what that took with that archaic technology. There was no technology.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad somebody's got the patience for it. If there was more people, if there was more people like this, there would never be a cartoon.
There's a channel that does Saturday morning cartoons still. Found this out. Yeah, Me TV.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
So I was flipping around. I was like, that's cool. I know you can watch anything on demand, but you know what? When there's nothing on Saturday, did you elbow your cat? What happened?
I elbowed a lint roller and it fell off.
Oh. Saturday morning cartoons brings you back.
I found a Twitch channel that was showing real random ones like the Pac-Man cartoon.
Oh, I love the Pac-Man cartoon. Chomp Chomp.
I think he had the Q*bert cartoon too.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
they had
showing
a
some
Donkey Kong one, too.
deep. Yeah, I didn't see that, but yeah, he was showing some like deep cut shows.
That's good. Snorks.
Snorks. That was
How
like
about
the
Shirt
Smurfs.
Tails?
Smurfs
That's another.
underwater.
Yep. Shirt Tails was always good. No, but was there? Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, they had Looney Tunes on the other day. I was watching Pepe Le Pew. I'm like, a little stalkery,
A little rapey.
a little rapey, a little rapey.
Imagine pitching that today. We have this French stereotype that tries to rape women.
Women cats who look like skunks.
Right, right. He thinks the cat's a skunk, so he just tries to bang it the whole episode.
Yet has not taken a shower, and like it's so bad. I'm surprised they're allowed to show it. To be honest,
I think some of the things now have like warnings before it.
the Brady Bunch does.
Like the most wholesome show ever has a warning before it.
Yeah, because there's tropes about being sexist. Because that was the time. Like, women had their certain role in that show, and they're like, "Oh, this is not the reflection of like it was a time of '70s and the '60s." Oh yeah, there's warnings in some Brady Bunch episodes.
Oh man, that's probably why All in the Family is not on any streaming site.
That isn't either, huh?
I don't think so. It's still on TV. I think it's on MeTV at night, but I don't think it's on any streaming site.
That's a good show. They don't make them like that anymore.
True.
You can't. You,
No, you
think about
literally
it.
can't.
You can't make The Office, and that's not even that old.
Are people
There's no
upset
way you
about
can-
The Office?
Oh, people get offended by that show because he said offensive things, but that was the point. He was stupid.
Right.
He was supposed to be ignorant. That's
Right.
the point. Yep. Yeah. No, The Office. They couldn't make that today. No way. But The Office Space just hit an anniversary. By the way, great movie. Such a good movie.
Actually, I just signed up for Paramount Plus because the creator of Office Space came out with a new season of Beavis and Butthead.
Mike Judge. Yeah.
Yep.
Have you watched it yet?
No, I just signed up, so I'm going to watch this week.
So So Beavis and Butthead came out 10, 15 years ago with another, batch of episodes.
Yeah.
It was funny. Then.
I loved it because instead of music videos, they were doing reality TV, and I thought it was
Yeah, they were making fun
better,
of MTV shows.
much better material. Yeah.
Way better. Like, honestly, the music videos, when they made fun of it, was hit and miss.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. What are they going to make fun of now? Do we know?
I don't know. Hopefully more.
Anything in the
reality type
Paramount
stuff.
Plus library would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I started watching the new Jackass movie, and every scene is just dicks. Literally, like.
Isn't there like a ginormous one?
Yeah, it's the opening scene, and then it's like, let's have a bee sting your dick, and let's kick your dick, and let's jump on your dick, and like, every scene's a dick. It's like,
I don't know. Between them and the Impractical Jokers, I really never found them that entertaining to me.
I love Impractical Jokers.
You like them?
I love it. Yeah, I think that's one of the funniest shows around.
They tour.
Yeah, but
So,
they sell out like.
the only time I ever know that that's on is during March Madness because they force you to watch True TV, and that's what channel they're on.
Gotcha.
Outside of that,
I think
you're
that
a fan. I get it.
Yeah, I think that show's hilarious.
You like it?
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea, but to each their own.
Anthony wants to know if we're watching Last of Us on HBO.
I want to, but I've never even played the game.
You probably don't need to play the game. The game is one of the best games ever.
Which one? The first one or the second one? Didn't they make two?
Yeah. The first one. The second one I liked a lot too. Some people are like, oh, it sucks because one of the characters is gay, so the whole game is woke and sucks. But no, it was great.
What is that? If a game's good, who cares if someone's gay in it or not? What does it matter?
I don't know.
Stupid.
I don't know. People are dumb. But I'm not watching yet. I want to. I know it's going to be a show that I want to watch a bunch in a row. I'm not going to want to watch one and wait a week. So
they're still in the middle of the season, right?
Yeah, I think they're like six episodes in. It's supposed to be incredible. So sounds like they're doing the game justice, which is good.
That's hard to do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of adaptations of games and stuff that never worked out.
Yeah, I watched the Uncharted movie, and it was just okay.
Something about Tomb Raider, garbage. Resident Evil, no thanks.
Mortal Kombat. The new Mortal
That-
Kombat was decent, actually. The one
I
that came
didn't
out
see
like
it.
2 years ago, or whatever.
I will watch the new Mario Brothers movie though, even though Mario doesn't have an Italian accent, which would bother me to no end.
I just find it funny that the guy who does Mario's voice in like every game is still alive, and they didn't ask him to do it.
Like, who cares who the voiceover guy is? So, do you go see a cartoon because Jim Carrey is the voice of? Well, he's.
I actually
human,
kind of
but-
like it better when I don't know, because like
Yeah.
I'm thinking about their other roles the whole time. If like Adam Sandler in Hotel Transylvania, I'm like thinking about
Yes,
Billy Madison.
It's freaking
and
Happy
shit.
Gilmore doing those
Yeah.
movies are good though. I am a fan of those movies, and they get panned.
I only saw the first one. I liked it. I was like, oh, this
I
is
like them all.
probably the
They're
best.
very
Adam.
cute.
I was like, this
And
is
they're-
the best Adam Sandler movie I've seen in like 30 years.
I kind of agree with you. Like, he had his first three, I would say. Then, all the way through. But the Hotel Transylvanias are good.
Yeah.
I think they're funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta watch the other ones then.
I think they're up to 4. If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. Yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of like, an Addams Family, Monsters. But yeah, it's good. But I wanted to make a Clash of the Titans game when I was a kid. I thought that would be a good game.
Yeah, that
I'm
would.
dating myself. That's like a 1982 movie, even though they remade it, but
Yeah.
no talent.
All right.
Alrighty.
I think we're about out of time. Thank you guys for joining. You're gonna have to listen to the podcast version for the first 10 minutes because I forgot to start the live room.
No.
I know. I'm terrible. We'll be back soon. Brink of Sanity 3 on Twitter. The Brink of Sanity gmail.com is our email. Brink of Sanity on YouTube. And we have one Brink shirt left. brinkofsanityshow.com. Happy 15th anniversary to the Brink of Sanity.
Today?
Last week.
Wow.
Yeah, Brink is 15.
Let me pour one out. Oh, wait, nope. These floors are new. I can't do that.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody, and we will be back soon.
Bye, love. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. It's all over. Goodbye. It's time to go. This is the end. Say goodbye. You better go away. I'm gonna leave you. It's the end. Goodbye. Goodbye. Just leave me alone. Feels so good to say goodbye. I'm sick and tired and I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye, girl. Goodbye, everybody.
All right.
I'm surprised you put Green Day in that montage. Knowing you. I thought you hate Green Day.
I do. I hate Green Day so much. Green Day's in there?
I think so.
Really?
I'm pretty confident it is. Yeah. Let's see if I can name them all. Probably can't.
Do you want me to?
Cars.
Did you get the first one?
Cars.
No, that's the second one.
Oh, I didn't hear the first one. Oh, the Happy Trails?
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
It's Van Halen.
Oh, from what song?
Happy Trails.
Oh, there you go.
They do
All
a
right.
cover of the old one.
Oh, all right.
It's on Diver Down.
Queen. Steam.
Steam, is that them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yellow.
Yep.
Beatles.
This is the end.
Doors.
Say goodbye.
Billy Joel.
Yep.
I don't know who that is. It's some stupid grunge shit. What is it?
It's new metal.
Oh.
And they said this would be great for the episode.
Damn it.
That was Godsmack.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave you.
Led Zeppelin. REM. Ozzy. I'm not sure. I should know this. Is that Queen again?
Pink Floyd.
Oh, stupid. Wrong laser.
Just leave me alone.
Nope. It's too new.
I think that was Metallica.
Oh, is it?
I think it was Sanitarium.
No.
Feels so good to say
There.
goodbye.
No? Is that not Green Day?
No.
Who is that?
They made the
Oh, wait,
song
maybe it's
over.
later.
Say goodbye.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not Green Day. Who is that?
Just say goodbye.
You doing Are you doing Shazam? Is that you doing it?
No, I forgot who that is.
They were big for a hot minute.
Feels so good to say goodbye.
It's not like Fuel, is it?
No, it's something like Real Big Fish or less than.
That sounds about right. Okay, go ahead. No. This is where I get sketchy on this one.
That one is why am I drawing a blank? That one is their big song was Guilty.
That would
Gravity
be,
Kills. Gravity Kills.
oh, I was gonna say Barbra Streisand and Barry Gibb. Oh, wrong. Guilty. Sorry. All right, continue. Or is that it?
I would like to, but
Oh, you lost your spot.
my music program just crashed.
Oh, it was like stop guessing my songs.
That's like the new update to the Apple Music app. When you search for anything, it crashes.
Apple Music sucks now. I hate it. Like, sorting is bad. Like, if I want to pick artist, it doesn't do it right. It's like you have to go artist and album. It's so annoying.
My biggest pet peeve is that I rate all my songs, and if you rate like half an album, close the app and open it back up, it rates the rest for you.
Fuck you.
It just takes the average of like what it thinks.
That's stupid.
So it's like, when you rate it, the stars are red. When it rates it, the stars are black. But like if you sort by star rating, it's all mixed.
It doesn't color code it.
So anytime, well, it does color code it, but like, I have 21,000 songs. So like if I sort by star rating, it's all mixed in. So now
and you can't exclude black or red?
No. So when I add an album now, I have to put it in a playlist called Unrated to make sure I like rate all my songs in there.
No, my biggest, like, I'm in the car and I have CarPlay. And if I want to go pick like U2, I hit U2. I have to pick from an album.
Mm-hmm.
I can't it just doesn't list all my U2 songs, where back in the day, that's what happened.
Yeah, the only way to do it is you could put U2 on shuffle, but you can't like put it in order.
But I want to hear what I want to hear.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Like my old MP3 player from Creative, if you remember that brand, one of the first MP3 players, was the best. It cataloged my music the best. And Apple Music just sucked. Hate it. Fuck them. And their service sucks too. Spotify's better.
All right. Okay, let's back up. Do you know that one?
Mm-mm.
That is Squeeze.
Oh, wow. I like them. That one I couldn't tell you.
That is Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Oh.
That was Brack. That was Brack singing Goodbye.
Surprised that hasn't made a comeback.
Yeah, I am too. They're bringing everything back. Aqua Teen Hunger Force's new season just came out.
Oh, did it?
But yeah, no Space
I
Ghost.
heard, what did I hear is coming back? Futurama.
Again? It's
I
like
don't
the
know.
6th time they've come back.
I've heard.
I don't think any
They should
show's
bring-
been canceled.
You know what? At this point, play on the Critic. Bring the Critic back. Let's just get that going again.
I want the Critic. I want Freakazoid. I want Duckman. Jason Alexander's still around. You could do that. Freakazoid was awesome. I really like that.
Freakazoid was good.
Invader Zim.
The original Tick was good.
Mm-hmm.
But not the live one.
No. Either
Live
live one.
Oh, that's true. There were two of them. But the original with Mickey Dolenz was good. But, all right, man. I got to run. I have ice cream waiting for me upstairs.
Oh, nice. All right.
All right.
Catch you later.
I'll catch you later, man.
All right.
I'll see you.
Later.
Bye.
All right. Thanks for joining, guys. I am going to leave. Have a good night.